We could literally say a divine intervention, people. Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your January soul session. Princess India, if you're new, and if you're family, welcome back, my friend. And whatnot or whatever. A card just flew out, and that always throws me off every time I'm trying to do my spiel. But anywho, if you're not familiar with what my soul sessions are, they are your spirituality as well as personal development readings, in which we look at the energies that you guys may encounter for the month. And we do this for the purpose to give you guys any guidance or advice or clarity that you may need in reference to said situation, my friend. So a card fell out for you guys. Interesting, and it is the Two of Cups that came out, and I'm just gonna swing with that. Do I want that to be in the center of you guys' spread? I don't know. We're kind of doing things different this year. But anywho, Gemini, I don't know if you've seen the other readings, but in December we had Surrender December. And I did a collective reading for all 12 signs, and I pulled a surrender card of what would behoove you to surrender or leave behind, or to surrender to in 2020. And the card that you guys had is Surrender to Spirit. Now, if I were to look specifically at this Two of Cups here, I just love this deck. I'm not going to get emotional. I absolutely love this deck. It's the Jungarian Tarot, and one of my mentees who is no longer with us, Grizzly Tarot, bought this for me, and every time I use this deck, it's just all kinds of stuff that comes out. But looking at this Two of Cups here, it's bringing me to the theme of 2021, as well as the full moon that we have at the end of this month. I don't know, my eyes are really not that good. I'm looking at my calendar across the room. It's on the 28th of January. What is it in? I cannot see that far. I don't know what sign that's in. I can't see. Yeah, I can't tell. But anywho, but I would say that the 28th of January, I really wish I could see that. Is that, I don't know if that says Cancer. Y'all, I am struggling. I cannot see what that says. But there's a full moon nonetheless. I wish I could tell you guys what sign it's in, but I literally cannot see that far. But I would say that the 28th of January is of utmost importance to you guys in the sense of manifestation purposes. So those of you who are intention setters, I would say that's important, but I would also want to say that something's going to become very clear to you of what the missing piece is that kind of has you guys off kilter and off balance. Because when we talk about 2021 being a year of divine union, we're talking about the number 5, which is what 2021 reduces to. And 5 is representative of humanity. That divine union is the union of your humanity and your spirituality, if you will. But I feel whatever the missing piece is for you guys, which I could give you a little cheat code here. The missing piece would be spirit or your connection with spirit, or a necessity to open up to and rely more on your spiritual side of things. And then there's also elements of how you guys, this is really going all kinds of ways, Gemini, how you guys typically approach things in life. It's in a lot of masculine energy, and not meaning like, you know, male, but masculine energy meaning taking action on things. So I believe with you all, you intend to do a lot of things, you will to do a great deal of things, but I feel the great contrast for you, because we're speaking a lot this month about the 4 tools of manifestation, or the 4 bodies of man. And one of them is in discord with the other, and that would be your will and your emotions. So it's despite what it is you intend to do, or what you set out to do, the thing that stops you from actually taking action on a great deal of things is your emotion. So it's how it is that you're feeling about things. And that, of course, goes back to your mind. Well, this is beautiful. Clarifying this Two of Cups we have that flew out. We have woman holding a coin. So what that's really saying to me, if you are a female Gemini or you identify as a female, then we're talking about you guys getting on track in your career this month, you guys getting on track financially this month, and standing into a position of authority, not necessarily in a job space, but standing in a position of authority with yourself, like being personally empowered, if you will. So it's more or less being that chick. But the only thing that I feel that's been standing between those two things is this part of yourself that is off balance. And I really do feel like this is an emotional struggle. This is very much an inner world struggle, if you will. I really wish I knew what this full moon was in. But I really do feel like this is an inner world struggle. Sorry that I'm shuffling in your ear. But I really feel this is an inner world struggle for my Geminis, more or less how you're feeling about yourself or feeling about life. And it's a need for you all to step into your, well, not step into, but to listen more to your intuition. Because I feel like you guys are aware of a lot more than you give yourself credit for. But that's just a little side message because that popped out. So we have your central energy, a challenge, past influence, future possibilities, your above energy, as well as your below energy, my friend. So, oh, and I want to look at the bottom of your deck. And isn't that interesting? The first card for your past. So December, the latter part of December leading into January, the end of 2020, we have the High Priestess. And of course, that's Neptune energy. And we're talking about the divine feminine, if you will, because that's our anima energy. At the bottom of your deck, well, here it goes again. Taurus got this. At the bottom of your deck in the extended, it's the Hermit, that's Virgo energy. So this month for you guys is going to be somewhat of a solitary month. Much like I told Taurus and their extended, looking at the Hermit, and my Catholic people will be familiar with this, but it's walking by faith and not by sight. And if you haven't watched the video I put up, I don't know who needs to hear this, that would behoove you as well, because I talk about that a great deal. And this also goes back to you guys' surrender card as well, because we're talking about relinquishing the how and focusing on the what. And the question that you guys want to ask yourself this month and this year is, what do you really want? And allowing yourself to believe that that's possible, to put your time, energy, and effort into going into that direction and leaving the how up to the divine, if you will. For some of you all, with this High Priestess being here, and it's kind of reminding me, we could say Pisces energy too there, it's reminding me of the Pisces reading. It wouldn't kill you to watch that even if it's not in your chart. But I'm thinking about the Pisces reading and how I spoke to them about like keeping a secret from yourself. With you guys, I feel it's more or less, you're not aware that you're doing that. I feel that it's something that spirit is leading you to do, but there's an emotional block where either it's a doubt of yourself or a distrust of yourself, or you feel that it's not possible in some way, shape, form, or fashion. But I feel in the time that you guys spend in solitary, if you will, not saying that you got to spend the whole month of January in seclusion from people, but I think that it's imperative that you schedule out some time in your day to just kind of commune with yourself and commune with spirit. Now, your central energy for the month is the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. That came out in our weekly reading. And this is challenged by the Three of Wands in the reverse. So here's the deal. What it's looking like for me, Gemini, is I feel there's a sense of confusion, to be quite honest, coming into January, or how it is that you guys kind of approached 2021. I feel that it's vastly different than maybe the empowered kind of sense you may have been in at the end of 2019 coming into 2020. It's kind of like this vibe of not getting your hopes up. So at present, it's almost, and I hear this a lot, and I have all throughout 2020 on, you know, the therapy side of things. Like as a therapist, a lot of people are having trouble with goal setting or even thinking about the future because of this entire, you know, Rona type of thing going on. And it scared people to the core. And it has become very difficult for people. I can't say globally, but I mean nationwide, because I know a lot of therapists everywhere. But the thing that we've been talking about is how a lot of people are feeling, how can I make plans for a future that I'm not even sure will ever come, type of deal. So it's a lack of motivation. So what I'm seeing with this Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, there's a lack of work that's being done. And I feel that's because you guys are feeling blocked, whether it's because of what we've all endured in 2020, or it's just kind of personal things that are going on in your life. It's almost as if blinders are on. So it's like in 3D, it would seem as if there's a block. You can't see past where you are now. And that's what's kind of causing you guys to stagnate out and is preventing you from moving forward, which is why this Hermit card comes in. And like I said, walking by faith and not by sight, because I feel that this is happening for a reason to kind of, I don't want to necessarily say force you, but it's almost as if you're being forced to look within because there's nowhere else to look, because externally things are at a standstill or you can't see past the situation. So it's forcing you to look inside of yourself and to rely on spirit, because the only sight that you guys have at present would be your insight, right? So there's a need to recommune with yourself, to reconnect with spirit within, so that you can see through the block intuitively, if that's making sense. Now, you guys' underlying energy is the Eight of Wands in the reverse. So that's legit what I was just saying, feeling blocked. And your above energy is the Judgment card. Whoa, and that's Pisces energy. So this is very much on point. So here's the deal. Much like all the other signs, Gemini, you guys are on the cusp of a major transmutation, transformation, whatever term it is you want to use. But it's a proverbial resurrection, if you will. It's a high call from spirit to reconnect with your spiritual self, you know? And this is something, I know a lot of spiritual teachers have said this, but it's like, I think I hinted towards this in the Wokebook in 2020. I don't believe I said it like blatantly. It's a word behind the words kind of thing. But the thing is that everything we went through in 2020 was preparation for how we're existing in 2021. And a lot of how it is that the whole collective has to navigate is spiritually. You know what I mean? It's like the way that the world looks, or the state the world is in, or things that are happening in the external world. If you navigate via that, you are at the will of said circumstance, right? But the thing that would behoove everyone is attuning to your spiritual self and being able to see with your spiritual eyes, meaning like X-ray vision, being able to see to the core of a situation. And I feel that's what my Geminis are being called to do. So if you guys are feeling blocked at present, don't allow this to overtake you. Because like I said, with this Two of Cups here and this woman holding the coin here, I really feel all of this is happening for your higher good, because it's almost like a preparation, a training, a boot camp, if you want to say it that way, of you recovering this piece of you that's throwing things off kilter, and where that exists is within yourself, right? But overall, it's almost, we could literally say a divine intervention, people. I could literally say that. So don't allow you guys feeling blocked to make you feel downtrodden, because I feel it's this self-reflection or looking within. If you don't know what that means, now, and I have to say that too, man, this is a lot of stuff. Like Gemini, I don't know what's going on, but it's like a bazillion different messages that I'm getting, and I'm trying to stay on track, but it's like stuff just keeps slapping me in the side of my face. legitimately, another thing with this year that's so important is a soul tribe, man. Because there's certain elements of this, like, you know, you're watching this video and you're hearing me say, oh, you know, you need to look within. And if you don't know what that means, it's like you could totally go Google, you know, how to look within. You know, I don't know what's going to come up. Y'all let me know in the comments. I'm probably going to Google that after this. But you want to have a soul tribe to reach out to, because a lot of this year is practical application of what it is that has been tested out in 2020 and what it is that we've been mastering all of this time. You know what I mean? So now is most definitely the time that you want to reach out to a soul tribe or a collective, because these are things that you can learn from a video, but it's stuff that you want to kind of talk out with people, if that's making sense. And going forward, we have the 10 of Wands. Okay, so Gemini, what we're talking about and where I think this full moon is important for you guys is it's releasing burdens. It's more or less the whole purpose of January for you guys is releasing any unnecessary burdens that you guys have been carrying up to this point. And specifically, the burden that you guys have been carrying is trying to do everything on your own. Like I said with you guys, surrender card, it says surrender to spirit. Once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine and let spirit work its magic for you. So, and I said this with, I think it was Aries, and I was telling them how when you leave the how up to spirit, it doesn't mean like, you know, I'm going to go get, you know, I want to be, I think, I used therapist as an example. It's like, I want to be a therapist, but I'm not going to get my bachelor's. I'm not going to get my master's. Not going to go get a PhD. I'm just going to leave the how up to spirit, right? I feel it's different for you all because I feel like you guys are doing a lot of the work, but it's like burning yourself out because that part that's supposed to be left up to the divine, right? And you just have faith and you trust because you've done everything you can do. And it's like releasing that burden off of you. It's like you guys are like forcing forward and still carrying that burden that was never intended for you to carry in the first place. You know what I mean? And I think because things are not matriculating or things are not manifesting in the time frame that you expect, because you're thinking that this is all on your shoulders and this is all you, that's responsible for things manifesting, if you will, or things matriculating in the time frame that you've allocated. It's becoming cumbersome, and it's weighing yourself down with unnecessary burdens. So up until the 28th of this month, I feel the experiences you guys are having are all trying to turn your attention away from what's happening externally and reconnecting yourself back with yourself and reconnecting yourself back with spirit. And then for some of you who aren't really sure what that means, this is really talking about maybe for the first time learning what it means to have a personal relationship with spirit and cultivating said relationship with spirit. And if you don't know how to do that, it would behoove you to reach out to a soul tribe. If you don't have one, we have one over here in Woke Land. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I just really feel that this is a month, Gemini, that you guys are recommuning with yourself as well as with spirit. Because when it comes to what you're doing in 3D, I really don't think that that's the problem at all. I think it's an emotional thing where you're feeling unnecessarily bad about yourself. And I feel all of that is what's keeping you guys away from your abundance, if you will. You have the right intentions, you're taking the right actions, but it's just you retrieving those facets of yourself that have been forgotten, which would be your mental space, how you're thinking, and your emotional space, which is how it is that you're feeling, my friend. So I hope that that makes sense. I'm going over to Vimeo, my website, Patreon, and YouTube members to do you guys extended. The extended, I'm probably going to play out some more of these cards. And we're doing your 2021 soul scope. So the overview for 2021, don't fear it. We're using Oracle, so it's not scary or nothing like that, my friend. So if you're about that life, follow me on over there. If not, I still love your face. And I will see you guys sooner than later, my friends. Sooner than later. I love your face.